This is a review of the Viltrox 9mm f2.8 autofocus lens for APS-C cameras, and this lens was kindly sent to me by Viltrox. I shot this lens recently on my Sony camera and I've got to admit I really enjoyed it. This is a fun lens to use. It's an autofocus lens, and during the time that I used it I found autofocus to be snappy, fast and reliable. It's nicely made with a large focus ring on the body if you want to focus manually, that's easy to find with the camera to your eye. There's no aperture ring, but it's easy enough to adjust using the camera control wheels. It comes with a hood that stows on the lens body when not in use. This is a fast, wide-angle lens with a very close minimum focus distance of 13 centimeters, and it's those qualities that make this a very versatile lens and a really fun one too. It shoots very close to the subject, and you can make some quite striking images by using that minimum focus distance in creative ways. Going close to the subject means the lens will make some background blur too, and quite a bit of it if you stay near the minimum focus distance, and it separates the subject from the background very effectively, and it persists up to subject distances of around 3 or 4 feet or about a metre. That makes it a very versatile lens and one that encourages the creative juices to flow. It encourages experimentation and a new approach, and I found it very refreshing to my photography. If your shooting is feeling a little bit jaded or a little bit samey, this lens can give you a fresh view. This lens lets you play with lines, forms and angles and composition too, and it can give you a whole new take on the world. I found it let me look at things anew. It makes familiar things feel fresh and mundane subjects feel like fun. This is a modern lens, so wide open at f2.8. It's already very sharp, so I shot it mostly fully open. It does get a little sharper as you stop it down, but it's so sharp wide open that I found I didn't really need to, and the only time you might want to is if you need to increase the depth of field to find really deep focus. This lens gives very nice colour. It's light and vibrant, helping to give a fun feel to images, but it has depth and strength too. It's not a particularly cool lens, but nor is it a particularly warm one either. Instead, it lies somewhere in the middle, giving nicely balanced images. Contrast is strong. It doesn't easily fade in strong light, but it can drop if light strikes the front element at the wrong angle. If you should find it does, the lens hood will help to counter it. Autofocus feels almost instant. Very occasionally I've found it could struggle at very close distances, but I was probably trying to shoot it a bit too close. It's almost always efficient and quick. This is a fun lens that encourages us to explore the visual field around us. Forms, lines and angles become raw material. Mundane objects become interesting subjects, and looking through the lens, the world can take on an entirely fresh look. This lens shows just a little distortion on straight lines, but it doesn't really matter because A, it's fairly minimal and doesn't make itself too obvious, and B, this is a fun lens made to make fun images, and it takes a little distortion in its stride. This is a great little lens that's really enjoyable to use. It's fast, it's versatile, but most of all, it's fun.